Hello students, welcome in today's class. Today I am here to solve your queries, your questions related on that worksheet I given you on 29th of May 2020. That worksheet was related with cubes and cube roots. Many boys they wrote me that they have problems in some questions. So today I am here to solve your all the queries. I have your questions here that you in which you have problem. So first question is that question number 9. The question was, this question was based on cubes and cube roots. I uploaded this worksheet on 29th May, right? So most of the boys they are unable to solve these questions. I have summarized here all the questions. So question 9 first I am discussing here today. In today's session we will start with question number 9 of the worksheet that I uploaded on 29th of May 2020. Right? It was based on worksheet. And I checked there, only 16 students they handed me that worksheet after solving. Rest of the students I don't know where they are, what they are doing, but still I'm waiting for their response. Right? Only 16 students they submitted me the worksheet. So let's start today's session with question number 9. So question was, find the value of 0.001, this is a cube root, into 10. This was the question of worksheet, question number 9. Right? Few boys they unable to understand how we can solve it. You can see here, this is the symbol of cube root, right? So you need to find cube root of 0.001. So how we can find cube root of this number? So do one thing, we can write it 1 by 1000. You all know we have removed here decimal point. So we know that after decimal point there are 3 places, so we need to divide it by 1 followed by 3 zeros, that is 1000. So we can write it 1 by 1000. You all know this. Also we can write it like this. We can separately write it cube root of 1 divided by cube root of 1000. Suppose a upon b is given there inside cube root. So we can write it cube root of a divided by cube root of b. Right? This is a rule, we can write it proper. This is property, so we can also write it like this. Now we know that cube root of 1 is what? 1 only. See, 1 is very interesting number. Square of 1 is also 1. That square root of 1 is also 1. This is very interesting. Square root of 1 is also 1. Similarly, cube of 1 is 1 and cube root of 1 is also 1. So 1 is very special number. Cube, square, cube root, square root of 1 is always 1. So we can write here cube root of 1 means 1 only. Right? Now cube root of 1000 you need to find. So cube root of 1000, as you think it, take your time. Cube root of, so many methods are there, you can find by using any of the method, but you must know that cube of 10 is 1000. So it means cube root of 10,000 is 10. Since we know that cube and cube roots are complementary to each other, these are the reverse operation. Cube of 10 is 1000, it means cube root of 1000 is 10. So we can write here 10. We know that cube root of 1000 is 10, and in multiplication 10 is already given there. So by this 10 we can cancel this 10. So what we have here? 1. So 1 is the solution for this question. Hope you understand now. So after solving, cube root of 0.001 into 10, we have 1 here. One thing you need to be very, very careful. This 10 is outside from this cube root symbol. This 10 is alone. You don't write it like this. The meaning will be changed if you are writing this one like this. This is very, very important thing. So inside cube root only 0.001 is there, and this 10 is completely outside from this cube root. So after solving, we have 1 here. Hope you understand now. So next question I am taking now. So next question is question number 10. 2-3 students, they wrote me that they have problem in this question. Question was this, actually this was the MCQ type question. The cube root of 0.0000512 is, there were 4 options: 0.5, then 0.08, and in C 0.008, and in D that 8 only. So question was find the cube root of this one. So 0.000512, you need to find cube root of this one. Before finding cube root, we need to remove decimal point. This is very important to find cube root. So what we can write it? We can write it 512 and downside 1, then followed by how many places are there? We need to count here 3 and 3, 6 places are there. It means we can put here 60 after 1. This we can write. So we can write it now 512 by 10 lakh. You can see here. Right? Now, as we discussed earlier, we can also write it like this. We know that if A upon B are under cube root, so we can write them cube root of A divided by cube root of B. This is property. So individually we can write that, right? So now you can see here 512, you need to find cube root of 512. So many methods are there. You can use prime factorization method also here. And also you can use a trick how we can find cube root of 512. So many methods are there, right? So 8 cube, we know that cube of 8 is 512. Hope you understand. So we can, it means cube of 8 is 512 and cube root of 512 is 8. Right? I request you that you need to learn cube root of numbers till 10. So we know that cube of 8 is 512 and cube root of 512 is 8. You must remember that cube of numbers till 10. So we can write here 8. Since we know that cube root of 512 is 8, and downside you can see here we can make pairs here. So it means 3 pairs. So 1, we know that cube root of 1 is 1, and from this triplets of 3 we can add, you can write 1 0, and for this triplet of zeros we can take one more 0. It means if we cubed 100, what we can write it 100, then 3 times we are multiplying it. It means this is first time, this is second time, and this is third time also. So we can write it it means we are multiplying 110 times, sorry, 3 times. So what we have here, we have 1 followed by 6 zeros. It means cube of 100 is 10 lakh and cube root of 10 lakh is 100. Hope you understand this. So we can write it 8 by 100, right? Now you have to convert this fraction into decimals. So what we can write it, you know very well, we can write it 0.08. Since 1, after 1 there are 2 zeros, it means in this 8 we should have decimal point then followed by 2 places. So we can write here 0.08. So which one option is correct here? This B option is correct. So this is the solution, cube root of this one, 0.000512. This is cube root 0.08. So you can solve like this way. So many methods are there, you can use any of them. Now I am taking question number 11. The question was 0.0000, 4 zeros and 64 square root and outside cube root. This was very interesting question and you need to find value of this one. How you can find? So first, as per rule, you need to solve this square root. We just forget about the cube root first, right? So you need to find here cube root of this one. How we can find cube root? Again, very simple thing. Convert this decimals into fractions. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can write it like this. Also we can write it 64 square root upon 10 lakh square root. Hope you understand. Similarly, the similar property we are using here for square also we can write numbers individually. This property we are using here. If two numbers are in division and they sharing one common square root, so we can write them individually. Square root of A divided by square root of B. Same this method we are using here. Now we know that here clearly square of 8 is 64. No need to calculate it, right? So square root of 64 will be 8. And downside you can see here we have 3 pairs of zeros here. So we can write here 1, then 1 0 from first pair, from second pair, from third pair. So we can write it 8 upon 1000, right? Hope you understand. Now what we can, this is you can write this one as answer, but we can also write it 0.00 and 8. So what is solution of this one? 0.00 and 8. Sorry, this is not solution, this is only square root of this number. So now we can write here, in the place of this one we can write 0.008 and outside we know that cube root is there, right? The value of this one we have just calculated, it is 0.008. So we can write. Now you have to find cube root of 0.008. How we can find it? Again we have to remove decimal point here. So you do one thing, this value you can also take directly here. So instead of this one you can write directly this one like this, right? So as per property we can write it like this. It means cube root of 8 divided by cube root of 1000. So what is cube root of 8? It is 2. We know very well. 2 cube is 8. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. So here cube of 10 is 1000. It means cube root of 1000 is 10. Right? So we can write it 2 by 10 or 0.2. So Value of this one after simplification we have here 0.2, or we can also write it 1 by 5. 1 by 5 or 0.2, any of the answer you can write there. Now question number 15 I am going to solve you. Question number 15 I'm going to solve for you now. See, the question was find the value of the cube root of. Find the cube root of minus 6 power 3 into minus 7 power 3. So you have to find cube root of this one. So cube root we need to find, it means we can add this symbol by our own. Right? So we can also write it minus 6 into minus 7 and whole power 3, and outside cube root is there. Right? How we can write this? The property of exponent. This is property of exponent, which says that if two bases are having same powers. See, this is base, this is exponent or power. So base A have power as m. Here also base B have power as m. So same power, both the bases A and B they have. So according to the property of exponent, we can write it A into B, then common exponent m or common power m. So we can write it A into B power m. Here also you can see minus 6 have base 3, minus 7 also have base 3. It means bases are same. So we can multiply them and one common power we can write here, that is 3. You can see common power is 3 here. Hope you understand now. Now what does mean this symbol? This is cube root. It means power is 1 by 3. In my previous video I explained you this symbol means power 1 by 3. So we can write it minus 6 into minus 7, power is 3, and we can also write this symbol as power 1 by 3. This is very interesting, right? Now minus 6 into minus 7, and one another property of exponent we can use here. If one base have more than one power, this was the first property, and second property is if one base, A is base here, it is having two powers, that is m and n. So according to the rule of this exponent, we can multiply their powers. So we can write it A power m into n, right? So in similar way, we can also multiply here 3 with 1 by 3. Since we know that this is the base and this base have power 3 and power 1 by 3. So we can multiply both the powers together. So by 3 we can remove this 3. What is left here now? Only minus 6 and minus 7 is left. Now we need to multiply. These are two negative integers. So what we have here? 42 in plus positive. We know that this is very simple thing. Two negative numbers, if we multiply, the result is always, product is always positive. So 7 into 6 we can write here 42. So this is the answer for this question. Hope you understand now. It means cube root of minus 6 power 3 into minus 7 power 3 is 42. Next question, question number 16. The question was, find the value of this one. It means this is cube root. You need to find cube root of minus 125 into 64. One important thing, let me explain. No need to multiply 125 with 64. Some students they multiplied and then they get large number. After that they find the cube root. This is very lengthy process. So what we can do, you can write factors of 125 here. What are the factors of 125? We can write minus 5 into minus 5 into minus 5 three times we can write. As we know that 5 cube is 125. So if we multiply 5 with 5 three times, we have 125. Since 125 is negative, so we are taking here negative factors. Minus 5 into minus 5 into minus 5. If you multiply all these 5s together, you will get minus 125. And similarly here also we can write 4 into 4 into 4. This is very simple. Now the first triplet we are using here prime factorization method. This is the first triplet of minus 5 and this is the second triplet of 4. So what we can do now, we can take one value from this triplet first, minus 5, and one value from this triplet, that is 4. So minus 5 into 4 we have, and now after multiplying these two, what we have, minus 20 we have. So square cube root of this number is minus 20. This is very simple. No need to multiply 125 with 64. It becomes difficult then. This is the easiest way. Write factors of minus 125 first, then write factors of 64, and then find the cube root. Right? Now, next question. Question number 18th now. Question it was MCQ type question. The cube root of 0. Sorry, I have already discussed this question. Question number 18, 18 question, sorry. I have written question number 10th there. So the cube root of an odd number is always, 4 options are there, even, B prime, C odd, and D sometime even and sometime odd. Four options are there for this question. You need to pick one. One is correct. The cube root of an odd number is always even, prime, odd, or sometime even, sometime odd. One boy, he was asking this question, how we can find the cube root of an odd number will be even, odd, prime, or sometime. How we can know? So by taking examples, you can justify your answer. See, odd numbers I am taking here. First 3 odd numbers I am taking here. And we know that cube of first odd number 1 is 1. Cube root of 3, that is second odd number, it is 27. Cube root of third odd number, that is 5. We know that it is 1 to 5. You can take next odd number also, 7, and we know that cube root of 7 is 7 to 9, and 9 also I am taking here. Cube root of 9 is what is cube root of 9? It is cube root of 7 is 343. That's why I confused there. So 343 we can write here, and 729 is the cube root of 9. Right? Now you can see first 5 odd numbers I have taken here. and you can see here cube root of all the odd numbers is odd. So C option is correct option. It means if you find cube root of any odd number, always you will get odd number. This was very simple thing. Now one more question that I am going to discuss here. Question number 19. Most of the students, they have problem in this question. It was question number 19. Question was, although it was simple question, question was, this relation is given there if, it was given there if cube root of 0.512 by x equals to cube root of 1000, then find the value of x. So what to do? This is given here. What to do now? First we need to find cube root of this 0.512. How we can find cube root? We can remove decimal point first. Then we can find cube root. Now we know that what is cube root of 512. What is cube? Just think about it. What is cube root of 512? If you multiply 8 3 times, we have 512. We know that cube of 8 is 512. So this is the cube root of 512 is 8. If you don't know, you can use any of the method to find. Now cube root of 1010, right? So 8 upon 10 we have here. Cube root of this one is 8 upon 10, or we can write it 0.8. So instead of this one, we can write here 0.8 after solving. And easily we know that cube root of 1000, we have also find here it is 10. Right? Now after cross multiplying, so what we have, if you put 1 here, so 10x we can write 0.8 and x equals to 0.8 by 10. It means we need to, what we can write it? We can write it now 0.08. We need to shift this decimal point one place to left hand side once if we are dividing by 10. So 0.08. So value of x is, I am writing here 0.08. Hope you understand now. So guys, that's all from today's lesson. Hope you understand all the things that we discussed today. Some questions, some problems some of the students they have, and I solved these problems, right? I picked these problems from the worksheet that I uploaded on 29 May, right? And one, in my last post, I have posted there one quiz, and most of the boys they wrote me that the quiz was very interesting, right? So next week also I will post one quiz for you, right? And in my next video, one boy student he requested me, sir, how we can find square root of numbers those are not perfect square. So in my next video I will tell you how we can find square root of the numbers those are not perfect square. So wait for my next video. Thank you so much.